Okay, I had to walk a little south on Middle Avenue to get you to the next no bicycling in downtown sign, prohibited in the downtown area of Elyria. Now, for one thing, I wonder why these signs are necessary, how much they cost, and who paid for them when we are in such a budget crisis that we are talking about laying off firefighters, police officers, etc. Also, why is bicycle riding prohibited in downtown Elyria? Considering it is healthy, it is a green alternative to burning fossil fuels, and it's also an alternative to the traffic congestion that often occurs here in downtown Elyria. And if we have money for signs, and we're talking about investing in Elyria and building up the downtown area, as I am anxious and eager to help do, and so are many others, why are we investing in this sign when this sign is in such a state of disrepair? Here I am on the corner of Middle Avenue and 3rd Street. There's St. Andrew's Episcopal Church, fine church, if there ever was one. The Justice Center, which used to be the Perkins School of Piano Tuning and Technology, and the old YMCA, where I had my first apartment at age 18. That building has since been destroyed. And behind this old county courthouse, which is now something else, across the street there on Court Street, was Olin Mills, where I had probably my first job, official job, as a telemarketer. Bicycling. Illegal in downtown Elyria. Now, one thing that I haven't mentioned yet, and another reason this makes no sense, is we have several fine attractions in downtown Elyria. The Ely Square in the distance, beautiful. The East Falls River Walk, Cascade Park. There's also a wonderful biking trail that runs from Kipton through Oberlin to Elyria, and eventually to Lorraine, where it's supposed to eventually run into the lake, I presume, or here. It's called the North Coast Inland Trail. One problem with the North Coast Inland Trail is that it stops on 2nd Street, coming south from Oberlin, or coming from south in Oberlin, Kipton, going north. At 2nd Street in Elyria, it stops, and the bike route, we are directed with bike route signs, runs through downtown Elyria and picks up on the other side of downtown Elyria, off West River Road and Ford Road at the Black River Reservation, and there you pick up the rest of the trail and you can ride beautiful scenery into Lorraine. Now, here I am in downtown Elyria, where it is now, I don't know who passed this ordinance, prohibited to ride your bicycle. Unhealthy, ungreen, but it's an ordinance anyway. And I happen to also be on the connecting route between the two parts of the North Coast Inland Trail. If I had come from Oberlin on my bike and followed the bike route signs, which you may be able to see in the distance here as I zoom in. Look at that, on Middle Avenue. Bike route. Bike route. That sign's going to take you down to Washington Avenue. So here I am following the bike route signs, right? On one of our trails, a wonderful former railroad trail that draws tourists, etc. I've recommended the route and had friends from Mentor, from West Virginia, come up and ride the North Coast Inland Trail on my recommendation, but now they're not going to be able to go from one part of the trail to the other following the designated bike route signs, which presumably the Lorain County Metro Parks, who runs the trail, or most of the trail, or somebody, the city of Elyria, I'm not sure who, provided these, put up these bike route signs but they're still there, and this is still the bike route, except now biking is prohibited in this section of downtown Elyria. Yes, it is. It is prohibited. If you want to go to Ely Square and see the fountain, you can't ride your bike, even though the sign says this is a bike route. And now I have walked slightly north, another half block or so, to the dead end of Middle Avenue, where dead ends on Broad Street, our main street, right in downtown Elyria, by Loomis Camera, the iconic store. And here we see again the bike route sign. Look at that, the bike route for the North Coast Inland Trail, right? Takes you down Middle Avenue and invites you to go right on Broad Street through the Elyria Historical District, and then you get to Broad Street and you see it tells you to make a left on Washington Avenue toward the Lorain County Historical Society, right? You'll see that sign there. Buy, drop, be free. Oh, now bear in mind, we're right here, maybe a block from Jim's Coffee House in downtown Elyria. A bike route connecting the Oberlin-Kipton portion of the North Coast Inland Trail to the northern part of the bike trail that goes from Black River Reservation up into Lorain towards Lake Erie. Problem is, you follow this trail, you're breaking the law, and you're going to get fined because somebody in the city of Elyria has passed an ordinance saying that it is illegal, prohibited, to ride your bicycle in the downtown area. So I guess the only remaining question now, Elyria, is bicycling permitted in downtown, or isn't it? And if it isn't, by ordinance, why isn't it?